Welcome to today's Vinyasa. My name is Nadia. We're going to start standing. Coming up towards the top of the mat. Bring your toes together and your heels slightly apart unless you have low back issues. Then bring your feet hip width apart. And let yourself rock around on the foot, feeling all the different sides of your foot touch the ground that can touch. Letting yourself become more rooted. And then find some stillness. Let the palms shine forward. Close your eyes. Slow your breath. Would you like to dedicate today's class or have an intention as you move throughout this vinyasa? If so, let it drop in now. On your next inhale, you're going to reach your arms up to the sky. And as the fingers lift, the shoulders are still moving down towards the heels. Interlace the fingers and reach over towards the right. And even though you're reaching at the right and the hips move a little bit towards the left, press down through both feet. Inhale back towards center, lengthening, and exhale in the other direction, pressing through both feet. Inhale back to the center. And exhale, forward fold, swan diving down into yourself. Bring a nice big bend in the knees. Let the torso rest on the thighs. Grab your elbows, ragdoll. Let the head shake around. Let the body roll side to side, whatever feels nice. Release the hands down and start to straighten out the legs. Let the weight shift forward towards the balls of the feet as the hips come over the ankles, and glance towards the knees to release the low back. Slow the breath. Why don't you take a big exhale out of the mouth next time? Really let everything fall out that you don't need. Bring the fingers to the shins as you inhale, halfway lift. And then bring the hands back down and step the left foot back to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down and untuck the left toes. And reach the right arm up to the sky as the left hand is on the mat and the inside of the right foot. Letting the left hip get heavy and drop down as the right outer hip presses towards the center and the right arm reaches up. Slow the breath. Release the top hand down. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and step back into downward facing dog. Take a second to play. Pedal out the knees, sway the hips side to side. Check in with the back side of the body, the thighs, the hips, the back. And then step the left foot forward. Release the right knee down, untuck the right toes, and reach the left arm up towards the sky. And let the left outer hip pull back towards the right corner of the mat as the right hip drops down a little. Pressing down through the right hand to reach up with the left. Bring the top hand back down, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee up, and then step forward into a forward fold. Bend the knees, walk it out, sway the hips. Let the head just wobble around. Bring the fingers to the shins as you inhale, halfway lift. Release the hands down and the left foot back steps back into a crescent pose, this time leaving the knee off the ground if you can. Reach the right arm up towards the sky. And the right fingers are pulling up so much that you're lifting out of the left shoulder. And relax the jaw. And if you can look up to the right, look up. And if that doesn't feel good on the neck, you can look down. The left hip gets heavy, but the back of the left knee is lifting. Release the right hand down, and you're going to step back into a down dog. Sway it out. Finding some stillness so you can step the right foot forward. Finding some stillness, step the left foot forward between the hands and reach the left arm up towards the sky. The left outer hip is hugging back and in. The right hip is dropping down, but the back of the right knee lifts. And you're lifting out of the right shoulder and breathing in and out of the nose, awakening the body. Release the top hand down and step forward into a forward fold. Take one big exhale out of the mouth. Release whatever you do not need. Take a little bend into the knees and nice and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking on top of the one before it, come up to standing. We're going to take 3 rounds of the A series, reaching side to side in Tadasana. From Tadasana, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, interlace the fingers. Exhale over, shifting to the right. Inhale back to the middle, and then swaying over to the left. Inhale back to middle. Exhale, hinge forward to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Let the shoulders move forward as the elbows hug in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale into the nose. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees to look forward. Step or hop to the top. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Reach all the way up to the sky and pause when they get here. Exhale, reach over to the right. Press into both feet. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, reaching over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And breathe. Bend the knees to look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach the arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center, elongate. Exhale to the left. Elongating through the center, releasing the fingers as you dive down. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, move through your Vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, meeting in down dog. Bend the knees to look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky, keeping the fingers together when you get there. Exhale towards the right. Inhale, center. Leaning over to the left side, body stretch. Inhale, center. Exhale, hinging forward to fold. Halfway lift. Take your Vinyasa. Option to skip whenever you want. Of course, this is your practice. From down dog, lift the right leg back behind you. As the left heel presses down, the right leg extends further back. Left heel presses down again. Left thigh pulls back. Right heel keeps extending. Shifting the shoulders over the wrist, exhale, the belly pulls into the spine, knee moves towards the nose. Press the hands a little harder, pull the belly a little more, lift the knee a little bit more, step the foot between the hands. Lengthen through the spine so you're not dropping onto the right leg. Pull the belly in and the chest pulls forward, and reach the arms up as they're pointing towards the front of the room, shooting off the front of the mat. Your next inhale is going to lift you up into Crescent, arms reaching up. Once you're there, let the shoulders move down as the fingers lengthen high. There's a bend in the back knee, just a little one, so your right hip can come back as the left hip scooches forward. The tailbone drops down as the pubic bone presses forward. And then you can play with the straightness of the back leg. Breathing in and out of the nose. Relax the jaw. Relax the muscles in the forehead. Bring your hands into a prayer. Bring the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh into twisted crescent. And instead of just pressing the hands together to reach the heart towards the chest, I want you to lift with the heart towards the hands. Instead of using your arms as the strength, use your chest and your sternum to lift up. Glance up or down, see which one feels better. Keep breathing. You're doing great. We're going to be moving through Crescent to get to Warrior Two. So undo the arms as you inhale back up into Crescent. Then pivot the left heel down as the left toes point directly to the side. Warrior Two, arms reach away from each other, glancing over the front middle finger. Let the right inner thigh move forward and out towards the right, keeping the right knee from falling in. And seal down the outer edge of the left foot from the pinky toe to the heel. Press that whole knife side edge of the foot down so the inside of the left arch of the foot lifts. The left calf lifts. The left inner thigh lifts. Release the back hand to the back thigh, reverse warrior on the inhale. Make sure the right knee doesn't fall back in towards the right. Keep the right inner thigh working hard to keep it moving out towards the right as the arm reaches away back behind you. Coming into side ankle pose, moving through Warrior Two to bring the right forearm to the right thigh. The left arm is going to reach up overhead, or the fingers can reach out in front of you. Keeping the feet in the same position. But press the right hip forward a little bit and let the left hip try to lift up on top of the right hip. Awesome. Then your left thigh is going to press back a little bit. Feel it in the hip flexor. Your next inhale brings you back into Warrior Two, and your exhale releases you back through plank into an optional Vinyasa or Down Dog. Take a moment to pedal it out or to breathe and find stillness. Now let the left leg extend back as the right heel presses down. Left heel pulls further back, right heel presses down. Right thigh extends back through the right hamstring, pulling the hips further back. Shift the shoulders forward so they move over the wrists. Bring the knee towards the nose. Pull the belly towards the spine. Lift it a little higher. Lift the knee a little bit higher, and then step the left foot between the hands. Pausing here, don't drop into the thigh. Pull the belly off the thigh. Let the chest pull forward, and then reach the arms forward. Keep the left outer hip hugging in. And you're going to press down into the feet, pull the inner thighs towards each other as you inhale up into crescent pose. Now relax into it. Keep the front knee moving forward, right over the ankle. Don't straighten the leg. You've got this. Breathing. Neutralizing the hips. Nib the front ribs in as the lower back ribs lift away from the pelvis. Bringing the hands towards the heart, we're twisting over towards the left. Right elbow moves to the outside of the left thigh. Stack the elbows on top of each other so the left elbow is right on top of the right. And your heart is lifting up. And let the right side body pull forward. So the side that's on the bottom, imagine it lengthening out all the way through the armpit to straighten out the spine as you open up a little bit more towards the sky. We're going to be transitioning through Crescent to come into Warrior Two. So as you slowly undo the hands, inhale up into Crescent, then pivot the back heel down and deepen back into Warrior Two. The back toes are facing directly out towards the long side of the mat. And the torso is straight up and down. So see if you're leaning forward or back or side to side. And you want your spine to be perpendicular to the ground. And as the middle fingers pull away from each other, the shoulders relax down. Glancing over your front middle finger, relaxing the jaw. And on your exhale, make this look easy. Just relax all the tension. Coming into reverse, take the right hand to the back of the right thigh and reach the left hand back over the head, pulling the hip away from the left femur, creating some space in the hip, getting a big stretch on the side body. Coming back into Warrior Two as we move into a side angle pose, releasing the left forearm to the left thigh and reaching that other arm over the head or in front of you. Pressing into the left forearm to lift out of the shoulder. And let the left side body straighten out. So it's like from the hip through the armpit, it pulls forward. And then open the right shoulder up towards the sky. Beautiful. We're going to inhale into Warrior Two and then release through our Vinyasa. So the next inhale rolls you up into Warrior Two. And the exhale releases you through a Vinyasa. Once you get to Down Dog, pedal it out or find stillness. Getting ready for 2 rounds of the B series. Bend the knees to look forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale all the way up to standing, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. B series. Inhale, sit back into a chair pose. Pausing here, let the inner thighs roll towards each other and down. Glance down and see if you can see your toes, and if you can't, scooch the hips back a little bit more as you shift the weight into the heels. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, and take your Vinyasa on the exhale, Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Right leg extends back behind you, and the exhale brings the knee to the nose, steps the foot between the hands. Inhale up into Warrior One. Pause for a moment. The back heel drops down at a 45-degree angle. The right hip hugs back. The left hip shifts forward. Shoulders relax down. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands down, stepping back through Plank Vinyasa. Left leg extends back behind you. Knee moves to the nose, step it between the hands. Inhale up, Warrior One. Keep the torso and the hips facing forward, shoulders relax down as the fingers pull up. One more inhale. Exhale releases you down, stepping through Plank Vinyasa. Once you get to Down Dog, stay there. Let the heels press down as the hips pull away from the thumbs towards the back of the room. The shoulders move towards the hips. The shoulder blades scooch and scooch towards the hips. Bring the ears in line with the biceps. Now bend the knees to glance forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair, pause, because I love you. Breathing in and out of your nose, reconnecting with any intention. Exhale up to standing, bring the hands to the heart. One more round of the B series. Inhale, reach up to the sky, sit back into chair. Exhale, folding forward. Half lift, take your Vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg extends back behind you. Exhale, step it between the hands. Inhale, up into Warrior One. And the exhale releases you right back down. Vinyasa, option to leave the right leg up off the ground for your chaturanga. Left leg lifts up behind you. Step it between the hands. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. And exhale, releasing through your vinyasa. Pause in your down dog. If you'd like a child's pose, feel free. You're going to have a couple of breaths here. Just relax and release. And if you're in your child's pose, it's time to come back up. Bend the knees to look forward. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale into chair pose and pause. Bring the hands to the heart. Look down, make sure you can see your toes. The weight's in the heels. The inner thighs are rolling towards each other. We're taking a twist to the right, so take the left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. And then see if your left knee jutted forward. If it did, pull the left hip back and in, keeping the knees in line. Shift the weight over into the right foot now and press really hard into the right foot. And the left heel is going to lift up. And then the left toes are going to lift up. And then bring the heel all the way up to the bottom. Like you're a twisted flamingo. Now we're going to push that foot all the way back so you're in a warrior three but still in a twisted chair. And then step the foot all the way back. You're now in twisted crescent. Pause and breathe here. Beautiful. Into the nose and out of the nose. Into the nose and out of the nose. We're going to be moving through crescent to come right back into warrior two. So inhale, reaching up to the sky, opening up into warrior two, staying low. Just a couple rounds of breaths here. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Reverse warrior on the inhale. Exhale, reach further back. Side angle pose on the inhale. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, deepen. Cartwheel the hands down and take a vinyasa. Fun, right? Bring a bend into the knees, glance forward, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. You know where we're going. Take a chair pose and hold. Relax the jaw. Bring a little lightness into your countenance. Bring your hands to a prayer and take the right elbow to the outside of the left thigh and bring that right knee back in line with the left. Lifting the chest up towards the thumbs. Glancing up or down, whatever feels most appropriate for your neck. Bring the weight into the left foot and press down. Lift the right heel up. Lift the right toes up. Bring the right heel all the way to the bottom. Keeping the elbows where they are, you're going to step the right foot all the way back. Keeping the arms where they are, you're going to extend the right heel back so you're in a twisted warrior three. And then step the foot back into twisted crescent. So strong and so fun. You're doing a great job. Lifting the chest up towards the thumbs. Pull the belly in as the chest pulls forward. Let the left inner thigh pull towards the belly. Moving through crescent into warrior two. Inhaling up into crescent. And exhaling over into warrior two. Just a round of breaths here per each thing. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, deepen it. Reverse on the inhale. Exhale, reach further back. Side angle pose on the inhale. Exhale, stay. Back into warrior two. And exhale, release through your vinyasa. Wiggle the hips a little. We're going to be coming into Malasana, so bend the knees to look forward and step or hop the hands to the outside of the thumbs. Step or hop the hands to the outside of the pinkies and lower the hips down, bringing the elbows to the thighs as the hands move into a prayer. Let the tailbone drop down as the chest lifts up. Relax the jaw. Relax the forehead. Release the pelvic floor. Open the heart. And then release the hands down, lift the hips up, and walk the feet towards each other so they're about hip width apart. Take the peace fingers, the first and second finger of each hand, and wrap them around each big toe of the same foot, right to right, left to left. And then let the elbows pull out to the sides as you fold a little bit deeper into yourself. Release the hands. You're going to lift up the sole of the foot and place the palm of the hand underneath the sole of the foot. So the back of the hand is on the mat and the toes come all the way up to the wrists. You can bend your knees as much as you need to and move around on your hands. And release it out. And then just come on down to the mat. We're going to take a butterfly. So in a seated position, bring the legs in front of you and the feet are together and the knees are moving out to the sides. Bring the hands to the ankles and let the arms come towards the shins. And as you fold forward, let the elbows press the legs open and let the head get heavy. And if you don't like the way this feels, you can always walk the hands forward. Still just curling into yourself. Just feel good. Let the muscles in the face relax. And rest. Give in to gravity. Then walk the hands up, rolling up. Straighten the left leg and bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, reach up to the sky and then twist over the left leg and fold forward. So your torso is trying to be on top of the thigh. Walk the hands back. Switch the leg. The right leg comes out and the left sole of the foot comes to the right inner thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Twist the torso so it's facing the right thigh as you exhale, roll down. Walk the hands back as you roll up. Now both legs are going to be nice and wide for a wide-legged seated forward fold. Flex the feet so the feet are pointing towards the face, and then let the pinky toes roll back as you walk the hands forward. Getting a little inner thigh stretch. Just let your back curl down if you'd like. You can also walk the hands back and lift the chest up and let the chest pull forward for a flatter back to get more into the hamstrings. But you're just trying to feel good, so whatever you like. And then walk the hands back, rolling up. Bring the legs towards each other. You're going to come onto your back for a lying down figure four pigeon stretch. So coming onto the back, bring your feet towards your butt. Take the right ankle over the left thigh. Take your hands around the left thigh as you bring the knees to the chest. The right foot is flexed and the right knee is pressing away from you towards the left ankle. And let the jaw relax. If you're more flexy, you can even take the arms around the left shin if they can reach that far. If not, it's no big deal, of course. You can roll the head a little side to side if that feels nice. And then release the foot. Bring both feet onto the ground. Knees are still bent, and bring the feet as wide as the mat. Take the arms out towards the sides so they're on the ground nice and wide with the palms up. Drop the knees over towards the right. So the feet are wide, they drop over to the right, and then if you can, you take your right ankle to the outside of the left thigh. So the right foot comes on top of the left thigh, and then you can glance over towards the left. So that right foot is helping bring the left knee down a little bit more to get a little bit more of a stretch in the low back. Release the right foot. Bring the knees back towards the center. Bring the feet together. And just let the back neutralize for a moment. Bring the left ankle over the right thigh for our pigeon lying down. And you're going to take both hands on either side of the right thigh, pulling the right leg towards you as the left knee presses away. Letting the head and the shoulders relax, moving the neck if you'd like. Release the foot down, bring both feet down so the feet are as wide as the mat with the knees bent, and then you're going to drop both knees over towards the left with the arms out towards the sides. Take the left ankle on top of the right thigh and glance over towards the right. Come back through the center. We're going to take a happy baby. So bring the knees towards the armpits as the arms come to the inside of the knees, but they reach around for the outside of the feet. The knees are about at a 90-degree angle. The head rests down. Let the shoulders pull down towards the mat as the tailbone lengthens away from you. And if you want to play and sway, play and sway. I love to be still. And give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze your elbows into the chest, wrap your arms around your legs, squeeze your head up to the knees, squeeze the face really tight, squeeze the hands, squeeze the toes, squeeze everything as tight as you can. And as you exhale, release. Savasana. The palms are facing up. The feet are flopping out. Let the head get heavy. And the shoulders get heavy, and let the neck release. Let every rib melt down. Let the earth accept your hips as you just release into gravity, letting the low back release. And the legs become heavy and comfortable. You are completely supported. And you are completely safe. You are doing the exact work you need to be doing. And you are in the exact space and place you are meant to be. You are doing the work you need to be doing. You are showing up. Take this time to be still, to restore, to revive, and simultaneously rest. I will stay right here to wake you. So just exist. And start to feel the belly and the chest move as you bring awareness back into the body and into the breath. Bringing some movement into the fingers and the toes and the wrists and the ankles. And stretching out however you like. And rolling over onto one side at your own pace. You guys had such a beautiful practice today. You can stay here as long as you'd like, or you can meet me in seated. Taking a CAT scan and an MRI or your own doctor right now. See what you just did and see how it affected your mind and your body. Bringing your hands into a prayer, to the forehead for the right thoughts, to the mouth for the right words, and to your heart for the right actions. Thank you guys for showing up, and thank you for trusting and allowing me to lead you in your practice today. Namaste.